if someone would come to me and we could click, it depends on the personality, like Mike Dangeroux. One dude that he won't don't accept this, but he stutters under me, you know.
I accept it.
So yeah, and if I got a guy, and I was just kidding on that, I know Mike is a nice guy. Uh, if someone, and I really feel like they're serious and they want to do something, I'll pass it on because that's what it's for. It's supposed to pass it on. It's just like money. You don't keep money, and you die. And I never kept any. That's why I ain't got any now. But anyway, but anyway, it's the same thing with like I say, it's a gift. To me, it's a gift, and I feel that I should pass it on. I met Mike through Bobby Slim James. Uh, I don't exactly remember what the incident was, but I had.
He was I was working with Bobby Slim James as his lead guitarist, and I did a couple of sessions with him on his record. He wrote a couple of tunes on it, Beyond the
Okay.
Blues.
Right.
So it was after that, and I got a call from Bob Jones, asked me to do some productions for him. So that's how we linked with Bobby Jones. Bobby James linked us together.
He's one of the best, and I can't say young because he's definitely an old man. Guitarists
Young at heart.
now, he's a hidden treasure. They don't really know what they're missing here in Chicago, in the Chicago area, and all over the world. He's a good guitarist. I mean, I put him up against any guitarist. Okay. Uh, his writing, he got it. Just got to put it. He just got to take the time. He's always in a hurry for one thing, so we really don't have time to really go into. But he's going to have to stop and take his time if he's going to do a good tune. But I really sing his praises because I know that eventually something's going to break through for him because he's got it. He's got the personality, he's got the skills, he's got the talent,
The looks.
and he thinks it's the looks. so, so he got the package.
I've learned from Bob, like he said, I write fast. Like the hardest part for me, the hardest thing for me to do with write a song is come up with a title. Once I come up with a title, I can write a song in 5 minutes. The ideas just start flowing. I can start rhyming or come up with a scheme or something from the title. But Bob taught me that it's got to have a story. It's got to have meaning. Before I just write a song, like I got a song called Every Time Blues. I'm just rambling, every time I do this, every time I gamble, every time I do this. But he said, it's got to be a story. So that's why I picked it from Bob. So now I'm telling stories. Like I got a song right now I'm working on called Touch of the Past. And I say, I remember way back in high school, you played a lot of games, wrote all the rules. And then later, you go into, I met her at the hotel room. And then you think about, well, this could have been that. There's a lot of things that come under that umbrella for Touch of the Past. So I tell the stories now in verses. That's what I picked up from Bob Jones. He gives me stuff, and then I kind of work with it, and I send him a rough mix of whatever. Like, no, that's wrong. He sang that wrong. And then, let me sing it for you. Oh, that's good. And take that out. Do this. He gives me. This is like my mentor right here.
Yes, he does. He listens to me.
It's all good.
That's one of the things. That's one of the things I like. You don't just ask me something and then go and do it so you pay me attention. You know. And and I've had that with other guys, but I've also had it with the guys that pass through it all, also, and never know what they're missing. But hey, life goes on. Mike can be a good arranger. He definitely can be a good arranger because he plays everything. But he's right now he's not, and that comes from moving fast too. He's not taking his time to listen to the instruction. It's because we got stuff now. He just did a tune of mine, and when I heard it, I was so surprised because I've been had this tune at least 30 years. Okay, and I was so surprised because it was just what I've been trying to get somebody to do. And Mike, I wasn't even with him. You know, we did it over the telephone, and he called me back about 2 days later and played this tune for me. And it's a tune called "Down to Big Willie." You know, and he did it just like it's supposed to be. And I was amazed.
I got horns on it now too.
And you know,
Yeah.
it's just the idea. So we definitely we learn. We can definitely learn from each other. And you know, like in these years, I need to keep someone around like Mike. At his age,
Right.
he still learn. He still know that there's something to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't you. I don't. I don't. If you got a PhD, it's still something that you don't know. You know, and even PhDs don't know that. You know, you don't know it all. You may know it all in one field, and even in that field, you can still expand. There's something there that you don't really know. You know, like in the music and even writing. There's so much about it, writing and music that I don't know. You know, but then there's so much about it I've forgotten too. Blues has its high and low points, but I don't care. The blues might look like it's fading or it's going away, but something always going to happen. It might be 30 years, it might be 50 years, but something always going to happen that's going to bring the blues back to life. Always, it'll never go out of style.
I was in grammar school. I used to write poems. I was like maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. So then I got my guitar, first guitar, and I was like, well, actually I started on piano. I had one of those little baby pianos, like toy pianos you give to a little bench. And my big 200-pound cousin sat on my bench and broke my seat. So that's why I stopped playing the piano, because I didn't have anything to sit on. Then I got some drums when I was like 5, and a little cheap set from Sears, and tore those up. So then I got my guitar. My grandmother gave me a guitar when I was 7. All I could do was just go up and down, now. So then I started writing poems, because I was good with English and words. So I started writing poems, and one of my first poems was called 3 a.m. Train. So they said, 3 a.m. train is coming along, all aboard. Sit right down and relax so we can close the door. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute for a kid. So then I just picked up the guitar, started putting chords to it. Next thing you know, my poems became songs. And then I started writing songs as opposed to poems. And I used to keep a book of all my poem songs, and next thing you know, I had like 200 songs in there, and I still have that book to this day. It was like my first 200 songs I wrote.